Maybe spending a little too much time admiring your own reflection? Well, are you a narcissist? Hey, let's check out the psychology of narcissism. Legend tells of a guy called Narcissus in ancient Greece. He was extremely handsome and conquered many hearts. However, he treated his admirers with contempt and disdain. One day, the nymph Echo saw him and fell victim to his charm. After Narcissus rejected her love, the gods decided to punish the arrogant man. See, don't mess with the gods. He spotted his reflection in a pond and fell in love at first sight. Enamored, he couldn't tear himself away from the reflection and drowned. Wow, that's kind of harsh. Anyway, nowadays, Narcissus isn't just another character in a tragic myth. It's also a personality type that's characterized by particular qualities. In this video, you'll learn how to tell if someone you're meeting for a first time or communicating with on a daily basis is a narcissist. In addition, you'll learn of a scientific reason why some people have the traits of a narcissist. And the most exciting thing can be found at the end of the video. Me! Yes, I'll be there too. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, Echo. My bad. Actually, you'll see a cool personality test that'll help you figure out if you have any narcissistic qualities. Yep, I better take that test too. Remember to click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell. This way, you'll join the other Brightsiders and enjoy daily updates on our channel. Any search engine will tell you that a narcissist is a person who is excessively interested in themselves. Such people are 100% sure that they are smarter, better looking, and more important than everyone else. They feel, therefore, that they deserve special treatment. So instead of throwing them off the boat shackled to one 50-pound cannonball, they'll get two. Wait, not really. According to psychologists, there are two types of narcissists: grandiose narcissists and vulnerable narcissists. The first kind of narcissism is the most common. People with this personality trait are extroverted, buoyant, and dominant. They typically demand a lot of attention. As for vulnerable narcissists, they can be pretty reserved and quiet, but this doesn't mean that they don't need their own portion of recognition and fame. How can you recognize a narcissist among the people who surround you every day? Why don't they just all wear pink? Well, at first glance, narcissists are charming. They come across as personable, likable, and charismatic. That's why they often perform well in job interviews. But over a longer period of time, narcissists tend to reveal their other sides to those around them. Narcissistic people often find themselves in leadership positions. Not that they make perfect leaders, they simply strive for power and they get it. Any conversation you're having with a narcissist eventually starts to revolve around them. You can begin talking about your health problems and end up discussing their brand new smartphone. A narcissist always tells stories about themselves. Very often, these stories are repeated over and over. Even if a narcissist fails to achieve something in their story, it's never their fault. They must have been misunderstood or underestimated by others. People with narcissistic features admire high-quality things that bring status. However, this doesn't mean that if you love shopping, you're automatically a narcissist. You aren't one unless you start going around bragging about your new precious toy. Narcissists take extra care of their appearance. They are not necessarily more attractive than others, but they always make sure they look appealing. These people usually have a lot of friends and followers on social media. But even if you scroll through all the photos on their Instagram account, you won't find a picture where they look anything less than perfect. Narcissists can't stand criticism. As you know, most people don't like being criticized. But narcissists are hypersensitive to the opinions of others. Unfortunately, narcissists are more likely to cheat on their partners than other people. The problem is that narcissistic individuals are selfish and they never put anyone else's feelings above their own. New affairs boost their self-esteem, and this is the reason why infidelity is a pretty common occurrence among narcissists. If you need to use flattery to deal with a person, you've probably encountered a narcissist. In this case, you have only two options: avoid them by all means, or keep flattering them to avoid conflict. What makes narcissists what they are? One of the reasons for narcissism is concealed in a person's DNA. Unfortunately, scientists don't have the slightest idea which gene is responsible for this trait of character. But when someone is born with such characteristics, in most cases, narcissism develops under the influence of their environment. If parents endlessly spoil their kid and put them on a pedestal, they create the perfect conditions for bringing up a grandiose narcissist. And if the parents are, on the contrary, too controlling, cold, and demanding, there's a risk that they will grow up to be a vulnerable narcissist. Here's one more curious fact. The phenomenon of narcissism is more developed in cultures where individuality comes first. For example, in the US, the level of narcissism as a personality characteristic has significantly grown since the 70s. Hey, according to this, there are quite a few people we see lately in the media who fit this description. What do you think? Let's put them on a game show called "It's Me, Gotta Love Me, I'm the Best There Ever Was." Nah, I just couldn't watch that. Is there no hope for recovery? Never say never. The main thing about personal development is a person's desire to alter their nature. In this case, they can learn to develop compassion, increase mindfulness, and learn self-forgiveness. Psychotherapy sessions can be of great use as well. It can be pretty hard for people with narcissistic features to keep moving in the direction of self-betterment. But if they have the proper motivation, they are perfectly able to fight their selfishness. Now, are you a narcissist? Let's check and see if you have any features of a narcissistic person. There are 10 questions, and each of them has two options. You'll have 10 seconds to pick your answer. After you go through all of the questions, the truth about your true self will be revealed. Ready? Number 1. A. Modesty isn't my strong suit. B. I'm generally quite modest. Two. A. When I get compliments from other people, I often get embarrassed. B. Everybody keeps telling me that I'm cool, so that's my clue about how great I am. Three. A. If I were in control of the world, it would be a much better place. B. Even the thought of being responsible for the whole world scares the living daylights out of me. Four. A. I can talk my way out of any unpleasant situation. B. If I'm to blame, I accept the consequences of my actions. Five. A. I think I'm unique. B. I'm no worse and no better than any other person. 6. A. I could probably be more assertive. B. I'm assertive, thank you very much. Seven. A. I like it when I have the authority to give orders. B. I'm okay with following orders. Eight. A. Sometimes it's hard to understand people. B. I read people like an open book. Nine. A. I always know what I'm doing and why. B. There are moments when I don't know where I'm going. Ten. A. People love listening to my stories. B. Sometimes I manage to crack a good joke. And now, let's get down to your score. 1A, 2 points. 1B, 1 point. 2A, 1 point. 2B, 2 points. 3A, 2 points. 3B, 1 point. 4A, 2 points. 4B, 1 point. 5A, 2 points. 5B, 1 point. 6A, 1 point. 6B, 2 points. 7A, 2 points. 7B, 1 point. 8A, 1 point. 8B, 2 points. 9A, 2 points. 9B, 1 point. 10A, 2 points. 10B, 1 point. If your score is between 10 and 12, you need to work on your self-esteem. If you got between 13 and 17 points, you don't have anything to worry about. And if you scored between 18 and 20 points, look in the mirror. Is there a narcissus staring back at you? In any case, don't take this test seriously, please. It's more fun than anything else. If you ever feel that you have unresolved psychological problems, don't overlook them. Be sure to visit a specialist. Now, have you ever met a narcissistic person? Tell us about your experience in the comments below. And if you had fun watching this video and doing the test, press the like button. Let's all stay happy on the bright side of life.